Arsenal and Mikel Arteta was very keen on bringing midfield reinforcement in this summer transfer window. Granit Xhaka, being the trusted lieutenant of Mikel Arteta ever since he has been at the helm, is planning to secure a transfer onto the Bundesliga club Bayer Leverkusen. The German club is looking to get the signature of the Swiss captain for a 4-year contract. The North Londoners have informed Xhaka that he would most likely be a bit and part player for the coming season, and this has led the Swiss captain to look for a new club where he would play a major role. The place which is vacated by Granit Xhaka needs to be filled in the Arsenal team. It's been known to everyone, the North Londoners are considering a move for the West Ham captain Declan Rice. But along with the Englishman, Mikel Arteta is also looking out for bringing in defensive-minded midfield options, which would enable him to rotate frequently in the coming season. Moises Caicedo has been a player who was on Arsenal's radar since the January transfer window. He has been a subject of series of bids from Arsenal, and unfortunately the Brighton stood firm, and took a stern stand in keeping the player. Caicedo has in fact tried his utmost by putting out a goodbye message to the Brighton hierarchy, listing out the need for a pay rise, as he has 10 siblings back at home. But his decision to publicly look for a way out from Brighton has backfired big time. He ended up staying at the Seagulls, and signing up a new contract with the club. Since Brighton was able to get the signature of Caicedo for a long-term contract extension, they're at a position of strength. They would most likely demand a very hefty fee for the midfielder in the region of £100 million. Meanwhile, Arteta and Arsenal are believed to have a transfer kitty in the region of £200 million. In order to take Declan Rice to the North London, Gunners would have to shell out the major part of the transfer money. Also, we need to take into account the defensive positions where Arteta would be looking to strengthen, and that would force Arsenal to look away from Moises Caicedo for cheaper options. Another threat would come from our local rival Chelsea, where they have been beaten by PSG in getting the signature of the defensive midfielder, Manuel Ugarte from the Sporting Club. This would force Chelsea to look out for other targets. Hence the Blues would also come into the picture, kick-starting a bidding war for Caicedo. Even though Caicedo has agreed personal terms with Arsenal, it won't be easy for him to join Arsenal with Chelsea lurking. It's been recently well documented that Arsenal won't take part in any bidding wars, and would move away from any such tensions. All these factors points to only rational conclusion: Arteta would look for some other player in place of Caicedo for a much more cheaper price.